Hi, welcome to Unconventional Coach. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jenny Handy. I was driving home from my speaking club meeting today, and I got to thinking. It was a 2-hour drive, so I had a lot of time to think. And I was thinking about times when we make decisions for things that either we're afraid of what's going to happen or we're afraid we're going to let people down. And it brought me back to the 90s, which is a long time ago, when I was in college. And my family didn't have a lot of money growing up, so we had to fund our own way through college. So I had loans, and I was in my second year of school. I don't remember. Um, and I knew I didn't want to take out any more loans. So I was in my room, and back then we got these like little postcard flyers in the mail for the military. And I had seen one, and I think it was for the Army. And so I sent it back in. And then I had got a phone call from a recruiter. And I was doing all this without talking to my parents about it at the time. I was 21, so you're thinking, yeah, you're an adult, whatever. But they were my parents, and I really worried about what they would think and respected their opinion. So without talking to them, I went down to the recruiting station. And back then, it was Southern California, and they were all in a long row. So you had like the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines. And then it was in a strip mall, so you could just pick which one. So I pulled in, and the Army office was closed. I was like, okay. So I'm sitting there, and I glance over, and the Navy office was open. I was like, I'll go talk to him. So I went in to talk to the Navy guy, and we were chit-chatting or whatever, and I decided that I did want to join the Navy. So I ended up joining the Navy. My parents were not happy about it. We did not have a military family. My grandfathers were in World War II, but we weren't a big military family. It had never been talked about. It was nothing I had expressed interest in. And they were not happy that I did. But I did it anyway. And then I was on delayed entry. So during that time, I had decided I wanted to be a linguist, so I had to take a language test, which is called the D-Lab. And so my recruiter took me, I took the test, passed it with flying colors or whatever, and I left for the Navy a couple weeks before Christmas. So not only had I joined the Navy without my parents wanting me to, but I left before Christmas. And I know that was really hard on them. But it was a decision that I wanted to make for me. So even though I knew it had upset them, I knew they weren't happy, I knew it was something I wanted to do. So it was a hard decision, but I did it anyway. They ended up being super proud of me. They were super supportive the whole time. But it got me to thinking, what decisions do we not make because we are afraid of what would happen or the effect we might have on the people around us? So I want you to think about that. Is there anything that you really, really, really want to do, but you're not making the step because you're worried, because you have that fear inside of you? And I want to encourage you, if it's a choice for something you really want to work on, a project you have, a place you want to visit, somewhere you want to move, make the decision. Just do it. You will not regret it. The people around you are going to support you and love you anyways. They may not like the decision. They may not be behind it right when you make it, but it is your decision to make. So I encourage you, go out there, be bold, be brave, do things for you, and have a fantastic week.